Hey ladies, Amy North here with some more dating advice for you. And today's topic will be on 3 kinds of text messages that will make a guy instantly more attracted to you. And remember, if you want to get regular updates when I release new dating advice videos, just hit the subscribe button right below this video. Now, before I jump into the goods, I need to start off by telling you what not to do. Just so you know right off the bat what kind of text messages don't attract the kind of men you want. Mistake number 1. Texting too much. I know, you really like this guy and you love talking to him, but being a little bit too aggressive with your texting can send him running. And don't overwhelm him with novels about how your day went or what your cat was eating that morning. And definitely do not bombard him with messages if he's not responding to you. Texting him relentlessly is a huge turnoff for a guy, and it'll make you appear desperate and needy for attention, which is a huge attraction destroyer. Being too aggressive is more than just sending him a few too many text messages too. The occasional smiley face or exclamation mark is a good thing, but being too expressive will make you seem insecure and a little try-hard. Every guy has his own texting style, but to start, hold off on the excessive dancing and heart emojis for now. Mistake number 2, overanalyzing his texts. Some of us freak out when we see the dreaded okay text, and it may even feel like a slap to the face, but only if you let it. See, when a guy doesn't text you back or texts you something really short and lame, there could be a ton of reasons why. Like maybe his phone is turned off, maybe he's busy watching the game with his boys, or maybe he's in a work meeting and forgot to text you back. These things can happen. And while it may seem like he's really not into you, you should never ever freak out. Keep it cool and always remember that you're the prize and he's trying to win you over. Mistake number 3, sending him boring text messages. While it's always tempting to send him a simple, hey, what's up text, you should rarely do this. If a guy's really worth pursuing, he's probably getting text messages from girls all the time. Do you really think that's going to catch his interest? There are a ton of different interesting text messages that you could be sending, some of which I'm going to cover in a little bit. But a huge part of attracting a guy and keeping him has a lot to do with making him emotionally addicted to you. And in order to make a man feel attracted to you, you need to learn how to effectively stimulate the emotional center of his brain. There are a ton of ways you can do this, but I don't have enough time to cover it in this video. If you do want to learn more about how to make a guy emotionally addicted to you, then head over to my website, www.coachnorth.com, and watch the free video presentation there. In that video, I also cover the top 3 reasons why men pull away. So again, the URL is coachnorth.com. Okay, so now that I've covered the top 3 things that you should not do in texting a guy, let me cover the 3 kinds of messages that will make a guy like you. Text 1, the compatibility message. In many ways, guys are just like us, in the sense that we like to talk about ourselves. We like to talk about dating, the music we love, our dreams and aspirations. And men are just the same. As much as you'll want to talk about your interests, take a step back and ask him genuine questions about his interests, but be specific. For example, if he's into hockey, you can ask him something like, what team do you think will go all the way to the Stanley Cup this year? Or if he's into something like Game of Thrones, you can ask him something like, who's your favorite character? Or if you could live anywhere in Westeros, where would it be? In order for a guy to view as a girlfriend or wife material, you have to take a genuine interest in who he is and what he likes. Otherwise, if you don't take a liking to his interests, he won't feel compatible with you. Text 2, the challenge text message. Guys like to be challenged. It's in their competitive nature. So use this psychological trick to your advantage. To better explain how you can issue a challenge to your love interests, let me jump into an example. Say something like, so I heard you're an expert cook. Make me something delicious tonight? Or here's another example. So you're a good guitar player, huh? Learn this song for me? Guys are always looking to impress the ladies, so use this little trick to make him a lot more interested in you. Text 3, the big tease text. In order to really spark his interest in you, don't be afraid to throw a quick little jab here and there. Remember, guys love to chase women, and by throwing some underhanded disses here and there, it'll make him want to see your approval and chase you. See, guys like compliments just as much as girls do. So by teasing him subtly, you'll make him want to try and find a way to please you more. And this is where being witty and funny can make you really appealing to him. So for example, say you said something like, I had so much fun with the guys at golf yesterday. You can respond with something like, what kind of fun did you and the guys have? And you can throw a little winky face in there. Or you can say something like, were you able to get the ball in the hole this time? And you can add a little smiley face to let them know you're joking. The possibilities here are endless. So if you have any good text message examples that you'd like to share, just post them in the comment section below. I'd love to read them all. That's all the time I have for today, ladies. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to keep receiving helpful relationship advice like this. And again, be sure to visit my website, www.coachnorth.com, to learn some incredible attraction secrets that most women will never know about. Until next time.